Men, listen up. You may think you know what younger women love, but do you really? The truth is, most older men miss the mark entirely. And here's the kicker. Only 2% of men over 40 actually understand what truly captivates them. Want to know what separates those men from the rest? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll either get it or risk being just another nice guy who gets ignored. Now, let's dive in. And trust me, number 9 will change everything you thought you knew. 1. Confidence without arrogance. Let's talk about something that instantly separates high-value men from the rest. Confidence. Not arrogance, not overcompensation, but true confidence. You see, younger women are incredibly good at reading energy. They can instantly tell whether a man is secure in himself or if he's just pretending to be. And here's the truth. Most older men think they're being confident when in reality, they're either coming off as too passive or too arrogant. But what if I told you there's a simple way to strike the perfect balance? A way to command attention without ever needing to prove yourself. Let me break it down. A truly confident man doesn't announce his confidence, he embodies it. Think of someone like George Clooney. He doesn't need to walk into a room shouting about his achievements. Instead, his presence alone commands respect. He stands tall but relaxed. He speaks slowly and deliberately. He listens before he talks. This is how high-status men move. Now compare that to an insecure guy who brags about his car, his job, or how many women he's dated. The louder he talks, the more desperate he seems. Speaking of confidence, when was the last time you walked into a room like James Bond and not like an IT guy looking for free Wi-Fi? 2. Emotional intelligence. The hidden attraction trigger. Here's a little-known secret. Women don't fall for men based on looks alone. They fall for how a man makes them feel. And if you're wondering why younger women often pull away from older men, it's because most of them completely fail at one crucial skill: emotional intelligence. Think about it. How many times have you heard a woman say, "I just feel like he doesn't understand me"? That's not about looks, money, or status. It's about whether you can connect with her on an emotional level. And here's the shocking truth. 98% of older men don't know how to do this. But the 2% who do, they never have to chase women. Women chase them. Let me show you exactly how it works. Most men make the mistake of responding to women with logic instead of emotion. Example. Imagine she comes home from a stressful day at work and says, "Ugh, my boss is so annoying. He keeps piling work on me and I just can't deal with it." A logical man would say, "Well, maybe you should just tell him no or find another job." But a man with emotional intelligence would say, "That sounds exhausting. You've been working hard. No wonder you're frustrated. Want to vent about it?" See the difference? One response solves the problem, which isn't what she wants. The other acknowledges her emotions, which makes her feel understood and connected to you. Women rarely say exactly what they mean. Instead, they communicate through emotions, tone, and body language. Here's where most men fail. She says, "I'm fine." She's not fine. She wants you to notice. She says, "Do whatever you want." She wants you to make the right choice, not test her. She says, "You don't have to get me anything. Get her something." A man in the 2% knows how to read these signals. And the moment a woman realizes, "Wow, he just gets me," that's when she feels emotionally safe with you. And trust me, that's rare. And speaking of standing out, here's something that will shock you. 3. Unpredictability and playfulness. The secret to keeping her hooked. Here's a hard truth. Women get bored easily, especially younger women. And if you're like most older men who play it too safe, always following the same routine, always texting "good morning" like clockwork, guess what? You're predictable. And predictable means forgettable. But the 2% of men who understand how to keep a woman's emotions engaged, they never get ghosted. They never get, "I don't feel the spark anymore." Because they know how to make a woman feel something most men never do: excitement. And the secret to this? Unpredictability and playfulness. Let me show you how it works. Let's say you go on a date with a woman and everything is nice. You take her to a decent restaurant. You ask the same old questions. You tell her what you do for a living. It's all fine. But then the date ends and she never texts back. Why? Because there was no emotional high. Attraction isn't just about what you say. It's about the emotions you create. Think about movies. Would you watch a film where you knew exactly what would happen next? Of course not. Women are the same way with dating. If you don't create some kind of mystery, excitement, or surprise, she'll lose interest. Playfulness is one of the biggest attraction triggers. It makes a woman feel young, excited, and present in the moment. And yet most older men completely lose this skill. Example. Let's say she texts you, "I just got home from work. I'm exhausted." A boring response. "Oh, that sucks. Hope you get some rest." A playful response. "Wait, are you secretly Batman? Running a double life?" It all makes sense now. She'll laugh. She'll engage. She'll feel something different. And here's the best part. When a woman laughs because of you, she associates you with positive emotions. That's powerful. But if you think unpredictability is enough, wait till you hear what's next. Because most men get this completely wrong. 4. A strong sense of purpose. The ultimate attraction trigger. Here's a question for you. What's more attractive to a woman? A man who's always available, constantly texting her, dropping everything just to spend time with her? Or a man who's focused on his own mission, who has things going on in his life and whose time is valuable? The answer is obvious. Younger women are naturally drawn to men who have a strong sense of purpose, a bigger mission in life that goes beyond just her. Because here's the thing, if you make a woman your purpose, she will lose interest. But if you have a clear direction, if you're chasing something bigger than just dating, she will fight for your attention. And only 2% of men truly understand this. Let me explain why. Women aren't just looking for a man, they're looking for a leader. Not in a controlling way, but in a way that says, "I know where I'm going in life." Example, imagine two men. Man A texts her constantly, cancels his plans to see her and says, "I'll do whatever you want today." Man B says, "I'd love to see you, but I've got something important I'm working on. Let's plan for later this week." Which one do you think she respects more? Man B, every time. Think about your favorite movie hero, James Bond, Tony Stark, or even real-life figures like Elon Musk. What do they all have in common? A mission, a focus, a goal bigger than just chasing women. That's what makes them magnetic. If your biggest goal is surviving until the weekend, we might have a problem. 5. Knowing when to walk away. The ultimate power move. Here's a brutal truth. Most men stay in situations way longer than they should. They tolerate disrespect. They chase after women who aren't interested. They beg for attention instead of demanding respect. And guess what? Women can sense this weakness instantly. But the 2% of men who understand when to walk away, they never have to beg. They never have to wonder where they stand. Because they know one thing. Walking away isn't losing. It's winning. And once you master this, you'll have a level of power that most men will never experience. Let me explain. Here's something most men don't realize. Women test men all the time. Not because they're manipulative, but because they want to see, do you have self-respect? Do you tolerate bad behavior? Are you strong enough to walk away if necessary? And unfortunately, 98% of men fail these tests. Example. Let's say she starts flaking on plans, taking hours to respond or pulling away. What do most guys do? They text her even more. They ask what's wrong. They try harder to impress her. Big mistake. When a woman pulls away, the worst thing you can do is chase. What should you do instead? A high-value man never begs for a woman's attention. If she's acting distant, he does one simple thing. He pulls back too. Because here's the truth. Scarcity creates value. Example. If you had a $100 bill, you wouldn't beg someone to take it. It has value on its own. Now, imagine a man who knows his worth. If a woman disrespects him, he calls it out once, and if it continues, he leaves. If she's inconsistent, he doesn't beg for her time. He moves on. If she plays games, he doesn't participate. He walks away. What happens next? Suddenly, she sees him differently. Because here's a psychological fact: people value what they can lose. But if you really want to spark intense desire, wait until you hear number 7. 6. Subtle dominance and leadership. Leadership is not about control. It's about guidance, direction, and certainty. Younger women want a man who can take charge, but in a way that makes them feel safe, not controlled. It's in the little things: making decisions without hesitation, having a clear plan when you go out, leading conversations without being overbearing. This kind of strength is rare, but when you master it, you'll see how women naturally gravitate toward you. And speaking of attraction, let's talk about something most men never think about. 7. Social proof and status awareness. Here's a secret: younger women don't just notice you. They notice how others react to you. Are you respected? Do people listen when you talk? Are you socially valued? That's why men who are admired by others automatically appear more attractive. It's basic psychology. If others see you as valuable, so will she. But here's where things get interesting, because the next point is something even high-value men often forget. 8. The right kind of physical presence. No, you don't need a six-pack, but how you carry yourself matters more than you think. Your posture, your energy, your voice tone, these are silent signals of attraction. Stand tall, slow your movements, own your space. The best part: this is something every man can control, no matter his age. 9. The art of mystery. Ever notice how the most attractive men never reveal too much too soon? Younger women are drawn to mystery, not secrecy, but the sense that there's more to discover. Want to keep her thinking about you? Give just enough, then pull back. Make her curious. Make her want to figure you out. And finally, the most powerful trait of all, the one thing only 2% of older men truly master. 10. A deep understanding of female psychology. Attraction isn't about tricks. It's about understanding how women think. Younger women love men who get them, who know how to read between the lines, sense emotions, and respond in a way that makes them feel seen. This isn't something you fake. It's something you learn. And the men who do, they don't chase women. Women chase them. Now, here's the big question. Are you in the 2% who truly understand this? If not, don't worry. The first step is awareness. The next? Action. And I'll be dropping even more game-changing insights in the next video. So if you want to transform your dating life, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.